I think the biggest thing I've learned recently is that there are no such thing as coincidences. There's no such thing as accidents, and everything has a purpose. There's not always a reason for everything. There's always a purpose for something. So what does that mean? Okay, let me break it down. For someone who's suffering, right? For kids that get cancer, for babies that die, there isn't always a reason. They didn't deserve it. There wasn't a reason for so much suffering in this world. But as hard and as heartbreaking as it is for me to say this, and I haven't even scratched the surface of what suffering life could bring me yet, but I can say for certain that there is a purpose behind all of it, even if you can't see it, right? I'm Christian. I don't really care if you are or not, but regardless of whatever, right? Everything has a purpose behind it. To the degree in which evil happens in our world, God allows. To the degree in which good happens in our world, God allows. God is sovereign. And for those of you who are Christian, the devil wins when you believe that 99.9% of the universe is under God's sovereignty. Because if anything is left to fate or chance, or anything is an accident, any little molecule in the world, any little atom that just goes it's an accident, why is it there? No one knows it's an accident. You have nothing to trust in. There's no basis or foundation upon which to base your faith or any belief. Nothing is certain. If there's any little minute detail that is out of God's sovereignty, out of God's control, you have nothing to trust. And everything about religion, everything about worldviews, everything about, right? It just breaks, it just falls. And honestly, it's so hard for me to comprehend this, but the more that I think about it, the more it makes sense. And I want to tell you this because it's just been on my mind. It's been I've been in my bed, rolling around, not being able to sleep, because I've just been thinking man, we always like to say everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for... Jesus never said everything happens for a reason. God never said everything happens for a reason. Whoever told you that? There's a difference between something happening for a reason and something happening for a purpose. So Jesus dying on the cross, was there a reason for it? Did he deserve it? No. Did he have to? No. Was it God's purpose? Yes. And I feel like in my life, at least where I am, I need to figure out who I want to help, what pain I want to take away from the world, what my purpose is, rather than what I want. I have it written up there, as you are. Accept yourself as you are. Stop waiting until you have it all figured out before you try and start finding your purpose. Number 2, make it about them. It's about you. How do I help you better? How do I make a change in your life? What kind of change do I want to make? I have the power. God has given me the platform. But I don't know what kind of change he wants me to make, and I'm so clueless, and I'm so scared, and I'm so anxious about it. But guess what? There's a purpose for everything. And God did not lead you into the wilderness just to bring you this far. He did not hold you by the hand, bring you into a room, lock the door, turn the lights off to where it's pitch black, and leave you there just for you to find an exit on your own, for you to find an escape on your own, where you're just trying to use your own limited vision in the pitch black darkness to try and strain and look for some key or some torch or whatever. But you don't see that he gave you a bunch of matchsticks. He gave you a fire to use, right? But you're just too afraid to use the matches because you're too afraid to get burned. He did not bring you this far just to bring you this far. If you're not Christian, don't really care, right? What belief serves you? That you're here for a reason, that you're here for a purpose, and you can make it work, that anything is possible. You have the power, that you're responsible for everything, that you can, right? Don't be a victim. Don't be a victim. You know what we have in today's world? You look outside, right? You go outside. What do you see? You go online. What do you see? There's this culture being pushed today that everyone's there's these external circumstances. That's why I'm like this. My parents raised me this way. That's why I'm like this. Oh, I had a primary school teacher that taught me like this. So that's why I'm like this. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Shut up. Okay? This is your life. No excuses. Because power goes where you shift the blame. And you keep shifting the blame. So no wonder you have no power. And yeah, that's just been on my mind. And I wanted to drop this quick. I don't know. I might get canceled or whatever for talking about my faith, but who really cares, right? Just unsubscribe or something, right? If I'm not being authentic here, if I'm not being who I really am, what's the point of me doing this in the first place? Yeah. I just got back from the gym. It's 11 p.m. I had so much energy that I need to get out. If you want to hear more from a 17-year-old trying to figure out life, or you just want to stay on the right side of YouTube, subscribe. It's a win-win for both of us. Stop making excuses and get after it.